Here yesterday talking about the depot catching or burning sometime early yesterday morning in the 2 o'clock hour. But he's back with us on Thursday, and it is also the first Thursday of the month. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
Doing good, and that of course brings up the county commission meeting. So a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things that are happening. I guess I want to first talk with you and see if you have any additional information on the depot fire and any plans.
Not a whole lot. The fire marshal, they were there a lot. I spent several hours there yesterday, and they've of course doing their investigating, and until they report back to us, we really don't have a lot to add. It did chart real bad, up in the attic, worse more than I thought yesterday, really. But we feel it can be fixed or repaired. At least it didn't. I don't know. The biggest thing is if it done a lot of structural damage, and that's something we'll have to get have looked at.
Yeah, I guess that's my next question. Will this be a county determination, or will the insurance basically give you a determination that they're not going to pay to restore it? I mean, so
well, we had it insured.
Right.
You've got a policy on it anyway, but it'd be up to us to justify how much it's going to cost to fix it compared to what the building is what it's worth, and because it'll have to be brought back structurally to code in the city, so that's something we'll just have to look at, and we'll
well, it's a terrible situation, even though the fire department done an excellent job saving a building over 100 years old that you and I talked about. It's just it was built back when buildings were, it's
That's
hard wood and very dry, and the fire departments did a great job getting there quick and keeping the structure as much as they were able to save.
That's true.
I guess
That's true. Yeah.
be able to do that. So I know a lot of people will be hoping that you can restore it. You had plans for it. It was going to be the home of the Board of Elections and also the Trenton voting precinct.
Yeah.
So, if you can't restore it, then you've got to go back to the old drawing board, so to speak.
That's right. But I think it can be restored. Just looking at it, I think I think it's kind of deceiving, a little bit. But we'll have a structural engineer look at it and make that determination, of what we need to do.
Coming up tonight, you've got your regular meeting for the month of September, and several things on the agenda later on tonight.
We do. We've got. I don't have it in front of me. I left it in my other truck, but we've got the. We had a special call meeting on some little wordage change or addition to the alcohol board that came to us and wanting us to reword some things and actually add a paragraph or so into the alcohol use ordinance, and we did have that the other had a first reading. I think all commissioners were pretty well satisfied with it. Miss Bradford, Commissioner Bradford worked real hard on this with the alcohol board, and we'll be discussing it, and possibly it'll be the second reading of it, I would say, tonight.
Yeah, so if you vote on it and pass it, it'll go into effect.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's going to allow basically some of your wedding venues and things to be able to get special permits to be able to allow folks, if they're going to have a wedding, if they wanted to hire a bartender, then they can get a permit and
they would have to get a permit
to be able to do that.
Now they just if they're going to do it, they just bring it on. They brown bag it, bring it in, and at least for this, coming from the alcohol board, you'll have a little bit of control over it. As far as
there's certain
bartender, they require them to keep an eye.
Who pours it?
Of who pours it. They're responsible to a certain
and this
liability.
is only beer and wine.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll be coming up, and then of course the special events that will also you'd be able to get a permit for. I think y'all upped it to 72 hours to be able to have like a weekend event or something.
Yeah, I think. That's true.
And if it passes tonight, so anything else on the agenda that
we got a board appointment or two, we're going to make, and but pretty much that's pretty much it as far as anything critical. I think we've got a couple of proclamations that we have there to do, and it'll be a long. I started to say it'd be a long meeting. You never know, but I feel it'll take a while to go through what we're going to. There'll be a lot of discussion on a couple of issues. But the work session starts at 6, and of course we'll go right into our meeting. We usually take about a 5-minute break when we finish our work session, and we'll go into our regular meeting. So.
All right. Well, good deal. And of course, we'll stream that at KWN News Now. People to be able to watch it if they like, and then be able to go back and watch it.
Yeah, and I will, stress that we recommend people, if they do come and they're welcome to come to it. We've got our seating rearranged in there because our numbers are going up quickly as far as the COVID goes, and we've got our seating, set back like we did have before to keep the distancing. And we do ask you to wear a mask if you're in there, because we have had some cases. The tax commissioner has been closed down there for several days because of that. They had one of their people have gotten it, and we had state auditors come in the building, and one of those that actually is the one that we feel when they brought it in, they're the one that notified. So anyway, but that's just be cautious, anywhere, not just there, but I mean anywhere you go right now, because
definitely the number of cases have with this Delta variant, especially the folks that are not vaccinated.
That's right.
Seeing a lot of cases from that percentage of folks, and unfortunately, Dade and North Georgia, North Alabama, this tri-state area, compared to the rest of the country, we've got a very low percentage of vaccinations.
That's true.
True. I guess there is a good note of it that the ones that are vaccinated are 65 and older.
Yeah.
That the majority of the 30% that's vaccinated are the elderly population, the most vulnerable. So that's good.
That's true.
That is that's a good thing. I know DeKalb County Sheriff's Department is closed today because they had one of their employees die from COVID. Marion County just lost a dispatcher on Tuesday from COVID. So we're starting, and of course the city of Trenton, of course, we've talked about that a couple of times, and the funeral for one of their city road department folks will be this coming Saturday morning.
I know, it's sad. We've got people dying, out there, and I mean, it's just, we just need to, we got to do something. I mean, we got to get people's attention. And
well, the vaccinations are going on, so I mean,
they're there. I mean, you don't even have to wait in line, if you, and for whatever reason, I don't really understand it, but it's skyrocketing. Our numbers are in our counties here, not just Dade, but all around us here, Hamilton and Walker, Catoosa, and all. So just try to use common sense.
If you wonder about the vaccination side, and I definitely, I mean, there's some people that have health reasons that their doctor does not want them to get vaccinated.
That's exactly
we understand that. But if you're still having issues about whether you want to get vaccinated and you haven't talked to your doctor, that's probably the best advice we could give anybody. Right. Talk to your doctor and ask them, if you trust your doctor, hopefully, and say, doctor, do I need to get vaccinated? Yep. Let them give you the medical advice, and then you go follow through, because it's free.
And they're fixing to start doing the boosters. They already started on people that are that have issues like asthma or whatever that's already had. They're giving the boosters, but I think about the 15th or 20th it'll be open to everyone. And as that goes in, there will be probably lines. There'll be, so if you're going to get vaccinated, then that'll be the time to do it, because you can walk in, walk out pretty much, and where if you wait, the longer you wait, there could be long lines, just like they are with people being tested, So
well, the testing station for North Georgia, unfortunately, at this point in time, is at the Colonnade in Ringgold on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, and we're working doing the best.
Testing.
That's right. That's right, and it's free. Drive through, and but we're trying doing everything we can to get it back here in Dade County at least 2 days a week, somewhere, and I'm talking about the free testing. You can still get tested here, but it costs. I think
there's several locations. Privately, and even some federally funded agencies that will do testing, but they charge.
That's right.
So there's no free testing in Dade as of yet, but I know you're you're doing everything you can to try to convince them to open up and let a station be done because of our distance. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Is the distance to be able to travel. And, sometimes you look at it on a map, it's not that far.
Yeah.
But you don't see that 2,400-foot mountain between.
Lookout Mountain, that's right.
Yeah.
We got a barrier, between us.
For sure, and then you have to go around through Chattanooga if you want to get around the barrier. But anyway.
And I want to remind people, we will be closed on Labor Day Monday, and also we'll be shut down Friday. Governor has actually declared it a holiday, but we're taking advantage of that because it'll give us plenty of time. We're going to go in and respray all of our buildings, which I do that anyway.
So the county is going. Because what the governor, he came out and said, Friday we're going to shut down to give state workers an opportunity to go get vaccinated. He's not going to mandate them to get vaccinated, but he wanted to give them an opportunity. So you're going to take the state's going to be closed. So you're going to also close the county.
Yeah, when the state's closed, see, most all the computers are hooked in the state, like Angie's office, our tax commissioner. Titles, it's all those computers are on and off. When they shut down, the state shuts down. That's just like a lot of our court things over there. With Kathy and them, they're tied into the state. So when the state shuts down and everything in Atlanta shut down, it's hard for any of those to do business anyway. So we're going to take advantage of that and go in, and we've got the foggers and all that, and we're going to give us time to go through and really do an in-depth building. Go through all offices and spray, and just try to use precaution. As far as the I call it fumigation, and Diane says it's not fumigation. It's not. But we go in and we have the same product we use in our buildings as we do in our ambulances and everywhere. It's just very safe, but it kills like 99.9% of the COVID germs, and so we'll do that while we're shut down, and plus hopefully while some of the people are off, some employees because we have a lot of employees that have not been vaccinated, and maybe they'll give it a second thought and be vaccinated.
Coming up this weekend as well, there is going to be a big event in Dade County. It's the Valley Vibes, I believe, and Ori's working on a story that'll go up today at the Mountain Valley Independent at Discover Dade about the event. It's I believe the 4th year of this event. It started in Dade County. The last couple of years it's been in Walker County, but the founders of the event live here in Dade County. They wanted to bring it back, and they found a location. They found a landowner that wanted them to have the event on their property, and it's going to be coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's right.
Now, if you've drove Highway 11, you've seen the TDOT electronic big signs that say event, slow traffic. I forget exactly what it says.
Yeah.
If you go, I think it's Squirreltown Creek, right? Just north of there. Is that the
Yeah, that's Squirreltown, yeah.
Just north of there. And for those of you who don't know the name of the creek, it'll be just north of where you turn in to go to the drive-in on Highway 11. You'll see the sign just this side of where the entrance is going to be.
And that's something, we had a meeting at 1 o'clock yesterday. The sheriff had called a meeting, and there's a possibility that it's actually escalated into a much larger event than was predicted. They actually had put an ad there online because Bonnaroo. A lot of people know that it was actually canceled, and a lot of the people from up in the northern states, everywhere, had already gotten to that area up there to go to that. And so they are soliciting those people to come to this event here, which Bonnaroo, they draw, 80,000 plus people?
Yes.
Yeah. So the sheriff...
Well, they were already looking for 1,500 people or something based on the last couple of years.
What we're looking at is traffic,
Right.
I mean, they're going to cut it off at 1,500 people. They told us yesterday they're going to, shut it down, close the gate, 1,500 people. But still, though, the people that have picked up on this online and all... sheriff's worried about the traffic being, maybe quadrupled what it could be, and people coming down here and being turned away. So we just ask people to be patient. The state troopers are involved in it. They were at the meeting represented there yesterday. He's pulled in the drug task force to help everyone that he possibly can. He's reached out there to bring us some help into the county to help with this because it could turn out to be a major traffic event here in the county, especially on the north end.
Well, we know what the Cornbread Festival in South Pittsburgh does. We know what Bonnaroo does. We know what Riverbend does. Right. Now this particular event is nowhere near the sizes of all three of those events. They've been going on for years, but this is something that because of Bonnaroo and them closing, it could be a whole lot more than what you actually first expected to come.
Exactly. But the sheriff's doing everything he can, and we are as commissioners trying to help any way we can to help control this. But it'll be kind of a touch and go thing. We'll just have to watch it and see what happens. But the biggest thing is manpower and to keep that traffic flowing up there. On 11. Because it's going to bottleneck there for a while when they first open up and start bringing in. Because the way I understand it, it's a 3-day event. And most
they camp
of
them, there. Most of them, I mean, they stay there and they camp.
Well, he said 90% of them will be camping. That's what he said. 90% of the people will be camping. And from what I understand, once you go there and you buy your tickets, once you get there, you stay there for the whole event. If you leave, you don't come back. In other words, they don't give a pass to come back in. I never heard that before, but that's why they do. That's why they do it. Evidently, that's why they do.
You can leave, but if you come back in, obviously you got to pay.
Well, no, they won't let you. I mean, you're not. Once the 1,500 capacity's done, from what he said, that's the inlet is flow stopped. Other than emergency traffic and all that. So that's why they explained it to us yesterday. So we'll just have to play it, this weekend and see what happens, and hopefully everything comes out safe and there's no problems over there, no health problems in the area over there, and we'll just have to. We're prepared. Yesterday the sheriff said he's prepared all he can do right now. He's kind of the limit on manpower, but he has got some help coming in to help, and hopefully the traffic won't be that bad.
Well, we know these events usually bring traffic. I know that over there in Middle Tennessee, we've had Bo Burnett, the Marion County Sheriff, on here before, and he knows the sheriff over there, and they call in help from all the surrounding counties, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, because they have when they have 80,000 folks. The interstate gets backed up for miles, just trying to get off the interstate.
Exactly right.
So and that's been going on for years. So hopefully it won't be anywhere near that.
No,
and capping it at about 1,500, it's probably a great idea. And then once they get in there, there's not going to be a lot of traffic back and forth unless they're just somebody wanted to leave.
Yeah.
But they're going to be camping on site, and this is I had never been back up in there before. There's actually a wedding venue back there.
There is.
So the road that goes up in there, they've had numerous cars go up in there for a wedding and different type of events. So this is not something that has been brand new for just that particular road, but it's probably 10 times as many as they've had before.
That's true.
And it's beautiful back there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I also do want to mention too, though, if you want to come to the south end of the county this weekend, we've got a little event going on down there.
It's a big event.
Our annual barbecue.
You get there early.
You got to get there early because it seems like every year we run out. Down there, and they do a great job. Our fire department and rescue squad. But it's Saturday and it starts at noon, and it goes until they sold out. And
so absolutely.
And it's good. They have chicken and pork, and beef, and it's just a good. It's a good thing. We've been doing it for many years. Back when Alec House was living, he actually was one of the people that they kind of named it after him for a while, for a few years. But he was a good guy, and it started then. But if you can go down and support them at the community center. Do you have that phone number listed, Carrie?
It's on our.
It's on the website. Yeah, there is a phone number you can call ahead if you want to get to-go orders, because they do to-go orders also. I don't have that number right here with me, but if you possibly can. But I also mentioned, that want to mention there, if you don't want to come to the meeting tonight or anytime, you're welcome. But it is live. Y'all actually, it's on Facebook, and also it is it is they're live through Evan and through Carrier website.
Yeah, we'll have it streamed on our site, KWN News Now, and then also coming up Saturday morning, if you just don't get to watch it tonight, I know there's some college football games coming up tonight, so that may take priority in the South. You know how that is.
Oh, yeah.
But Saturday morning, we always air all of the county meetings back on TV.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll have that where you can watch it and drink a cup of coffee and of course keep up to date if you would like.
And we're still trying to hire a couple, maybe 3 people on our road crew. We are hurting. I think a lot of people are. They can't find help, but we need some CDL drivers. If you know anyone out there that we have really good benefits, and just contact the commission office or go online. Kerry's got some more information on there about that. Parks and Rec, I think he hired a boy yesterday. I'm not sure whether he's got another opening or not, but he does. He's got another slot, so that's another job. And we're going to have an opening. We're fixing to advertise this on our website for an HR director. This we're going to run this for probably about a month. We've got to make sure on this that we've got this person meets the qualifications that we're looking for, and so look for that on our website and online in the next 24, 48 hours, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up tonight, 6 o'clock for the work session, followed by the regular meeting, the September meeting of the Dade County Commission. Watch out on Highway 11 and Highway 299 and the interstate, of course, with the traffic coming up this weekend. Get you some barbecue in South Dade this coming Saturday morning. And just have a great, safe weekend. We certainly appreciate you coming in, Commissioner. How could they get in touch with you?
423-667-8999. That's my cell number, and 657-4625. That's our office number.
All right,
as
Dade
always,
County
just give us a
Executive,
call if we can help you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Dade County Executive Ted Rumley. Thank him for coming in every Thursday morning, updating us what's happening in the county. We thank him very, very much. Well, that's going to wrap up KWN Today. Top of the hour, we've got the latest from